Hey, what's up, guys? Red Roadie. I know it's been a while, so um, if you've looked back on your subscriber or you're not, or you've seen some of my videos, it was one a while back where I said I was doing a 6-string license plate guitar, and I said when it was finished, the day it was playable, the minute it was playable, I'd make a video and show you it. So here we go. Hold on a minute. Let's not forget to buckle up. It's the law where I live. Click it or ticket. So I got my seatbelt strap. Old GM seatbelt. It is an actual seatbelt made into a guitar strap. That was an idea I came up with the theme of this one. Let me get that straight and I'll show you the rest. So we have our upside down Rhode Island license plate with everything else facing the right way. Blonde maple neck, locking tuners, headstock. I put this bar here for a reason. It wasn't necessary. Instead of using roller trees, I put the bar. Now if I want, I put a brass nut here. I don't know if you can tell. Gives you a little warmer sound. But if I want, I can actually string these strings over this, which will raise the action just enough so I can have a 6-string that I can use with a slide. So nothing fancy here, but I mean, so we have one volume knob. Originally I wired 3, that's why I glued these anchor buttons in there, the brass ones. Cover the holes I had made, but I was just getting a little bit too much buzz from it and figured out, you know, one volume knob would be enough. A jack, a pickup, and one single switch. So here's my switch. Gibson style bridge. Actually came off at Gibson switch. Okay. And this was something I did when I had the 3 knobs. I was doing it more Fender style. I was going to originally have 3 pickups, but I didn't have the room. But I did put in the switch and start to wire it, but I decided not to use. So this is just a dead switch right now, but this is the 4-way selector, Strat style. Anyway, I'm going to turn it into a kill switch, I think. That's what I'm going to do with it. I recycled my strings. Just a little plate I put here on the side because I had lost one of these clips, even though it is got my traditional 4 screws to reopen there. So on the back, there's my jack plate. If you remember from the first video, this is a Bolo wine box. Would hold 2 bottles of wine facing the opposite way, you know. So I've got a strap lock up here and a strap fastener here. I did that on purpose. I just wanted more chrome on it, but I have other things I'm still going to add to it. I have a vintage Ford Mustang key glued to the headstock. I want that whole automotive vibe. And if you saw the first video when I made this, you saw the first neck I was going to use, which was a black resin neck. The neck was actually roasted maple, and the fretboard was black ebony resin. I decided against that neck. It sounded awful on here. This guitar has been my nemesis between rewiring and then simplifying and changing necks and changing nuts to get the right sound and figuring out ways where I could use it for slides and everything else. Here's the other side. Now how I stain this, I got just a tiny little hair of a gap there. I just need to get some stain in so you don't see, but this is not stain actually. I just used food coloring. I wanted to try it. I tried it on one side in green, see how I would like it. Around the blue plate, I used blue food coloring, and I purposely just like kind of tie-dyed it. Left a little blonde, left a few little streaks of some greener colors. I thought about going like tie-dyed with it all the way, The back, there it is. Let me cover my name there because even though. So we have these two ends of another license plate, also from the same state, the Ocean State, and these are your way into your electronics. This is my neck plate. Look familiar? Very Gibson style. I did need more space behind the neck. Didn't want anything wobbly. I actually put a neck plate there and then butted this to that so that this neck does not wobble. So, because I had one issue where it looked great and then I had the action. This was just coming up as you tuned, and you know, if you made guitars or played with some junky ones, you know how that can happen. Now the action is killer. I mean, I've even goofed around, just played a couple of little neoclassical songs on here for the hell of it, and they're not easy to do. My big fingers are not great on the smaller frets, on the smaller neck, and it is a shorter neck, so it's traveler size, kind of. I should have it next to another guitar so you can really see. But we're 6 minutes in. Let's plug in. Yep, that's how I solved that problem. We got our tuners. I literally just put the strings on it and tuned it. I have not cut off anything yet. Yeah, I'm afraid someone's going to poke me in the eye yet. But anyway, so I promise you the reveal on this. Like I said, it was my nemesis. As I was working on multiple projects at the same time, repairing other people's guitars, I just kept coming back to this when I had time, doing whatever I could to get it to sound and look the way I want. I still actually have some older car emblems I want to glue in around the sides. Actually, I got one right here on my coffee table. This was just an old keychain that'll be getting put on there somewhere. Maybe over here, or who knows? Put it here. Doesn't matter. That'll be on there. I have a Route 66. Let's plug in. So now I'm using my mini twin Fender vintage amp here. So not a lot of sounds that I can play with, but I've got the tone adjusted where I think it'll sound okay. And let's go. Let's hear her. So let me lower this a little bit again so you can see the guitar. All right, there we go. Here's if I don't have the top of my head. All right, anyway, so I go on some other apps and I actually get more attention on them than I do on YouTube. So again, I haven't been on here for a while, but somebody did email me and they weren't asking me to give them a lesson on the whole song. They were just asking me to show them the, I guess, first small solo in the Pixies song, Where's My Mind, which was the theme song for the movie Fight Club and was featured in a lot of other movies and was originally, eventually copied or covered by Steppenwolf? No, not Steppenwolf. City Wolf, sorry. City Wolf. Yeah, and they made a cool version too. It wasn't as good as the original. So the problem with the Pixies is if they play them live, and this is pretty much the mark of a good musician, the guitar player will play that part of that solo different every single time. Now, on the album, of course, it's always the same. And I did my own little version of it, which I think is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool, man. See, I sound like Peter Griffin. I'm from Rhode Island. Quahog, Rhode Island. Rhode Island license plate, baby. All right. Oh, I got a notification from one of those other apps I was talking about. So this guy just really wanted that solo. I'm going to show you the solo first. I'll play like a little bit of the song, just the basic chords and stuff, so you kind of get where it is and whatever. But Let me see if I can do the solo itself. You know, actually, I'll just play the whole thing and then I'll just show you the solo. Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. Alright, so the beginning part, very simple. Over to your 10, bar across your G and your B on a 6-string, any size. Those two notes, hit them while that finger's there barred. Do that twice, and then switch here from your 9th and 10th. You're on the G and B again, and then this finger never leaves the 9th. Okay, you're still on that G. Then you take your ring finger and you're on the 10th, and you're just doing a pull off hammer on. So after those notes are played, so there we go again. Let's bar from the beginning where I showed you, and just follow by here. That's it. Sounds better with distortion on a much bigger amp. I'm in an apartment, so can't do that right now. Great song by the Pixies. Now after you do that, and this is for you, Bob, what I do is, where am I? Shorter neck confuses me. 1, 2. Even though I got markers. I'm on the 7th on the B. Then I'm going to have my ring finger and my middle finger right there on that marker, and right here. And this, I'm only going to hear the note from this finger, but this one's just to give you more control for the bend. You're going to bend up here. So what you want to do is, while you're using your ring finger on the, why am I losing my train of thought for? So, 9th fret, so yeah, you're there, you're going to use this finger, and then you have on the B your index finger on the 7th, and you're going to bend, but you're going to pick while you're bending, so. Oh. And then come down with it. So, but not too much on the down. So, start from the beginning again. Then you're going to go from your 10th to your 7th. No, I messed up there. Let me just play the whole thing so I can kind of reference. Alright, so yeah. And when I do that, I use my pinky from the 10th to the 7th. Bend down from your 9th and 7th and pull off on your 7th. Back to your 7th on the B. And then once you're on that 7th on the B, you're going to slide all the way up to your 10th. And your index finger is going to be on the B. And then you want your middle finger on the G. Okay, so. Oh. Oh, no, sorry. I'm messing up here. So you do hit this note here on the 11th with your middle finger after the slide. But then you switch to your ring here on the 12th. Okay, so then from the 12th, so you do, and then you just climb down. From 10 to 12 on both the B and the E. Bend and pick. Bend down, pull off. Slap on 12 on the B. So let me just play that whole thing for you one time and see if you can catch the rest by ear. I suck at explaining. I'm going a little faster on that part just to get to that solo. And the chords, start with your E. I messed up, sorry. Smaller neck, I gotta get used to it. To the beginning, and then there are some other solos afterwards which are a little bit easier to play. I put my own style on this version I'm showing you too, so as I told you, they play it different every time, and that is even different from the album version, which is the one that everybody seems to have trouble because they use so much distortion. It just sounds so killer the way they do it, and then you get so much going on in the background. Anyhow, so just do the whole thing one time all over again. That's it. I mean, I'm not explaining anymore. This video is getting too long. It's not that it's out of tune, it's my fingers keep hitting on the fret and muting me because it's a shorter fretboard for a 6 string. So this is the first first time I played for you a 6-string cigar box or box guitar. I've played 6 strings, dobros, acoustic 3 strings, electric 3 strings. Let's see, I've played a few instruments for you, but this is the first time you've seen me play a traveler size neck on a wine box guitar. So really does sound beautiful, no matter what I play on it. Fuck around all you want. Alright, I shouldn't have swore there. Sorry, forgive me. I'll hit a mute button on that when I do editing. I haven't tried pickless yet. No, see, you know what? Yeah, that just slipped because I was plucking off of the bridge. And I muted it. This is something now, see? Brand new guitar, so I gotta work out the bugs. Maybe not pluck so hard. I think my G went out of tune there a little bit, but still sounds pretty decent. Sound, and it just sounds awesome. On the bigger amp with more options for reverb and other things, this little 6-string wine box guitar sounds awesome with just a single coil pickup there for a 6-string. Got nice reverb, nice sustain. You can play anything out here. String. I'm used to doing that on a 3-string now. I've been playing that for a while. The last couple hours I was playing that before I get into this again. Confuses you going from instrument to instrument sometimes. And my big fat fingers don't really like the close frets. I'm used to shredders with jumbo frets. Like my lovely Trio Life Steve Ibanez gem over there, and it's one of my favorites. I have got the Gem Junior, and then I've got the 350 DX with the AMGs. Ibanez is one of my favorites. Jacksons. I love shredders. Chevelles, depending on the model. So yeah, right now all I've been doing is just screwing around, playing different things, because you're actually hearing this just as soon as I have. You see this? I haven't even snipped these yet. I hate that. That drives me nuts. All right. I just put it together and I said, I got to make a video. I told him I'd show him the reveal. I'm just proud that it came out all right. And I wired it myself, and I suck at wiring. I always screw something up. And then I get somebody to come in and help me. This one, I figured it out, but it took me a while. Holy crap, did this video really take that long? Wow. You know, it gives you a hollow body sound, like a semi-hollow body guitar sound, but also an electric sound. be putting it in way there if you notice this little blemish here. That will be gone. That was during construction. I keep hitting on the frets. All right. So, guys, I will come back. I will show you some more songs or more solos or whatever you want to learn on this guitar. You don't want to learn 6-string. I'm going to do it not with my 6-string. I'll do it with this because the name of my channel is Build Play Cigar Box or Box, whatever. Oh, it does. It's got beautiful action. I love it. And on the bigger amp, it sounds so much better too. So I got it on the Mini Twin again. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Red Roadie signing out. My build here. The license plate wine box guitar. We switched it up from the cigar box. I needed something to fit a full-size license plate and be cool. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you subscribe. Hope you come back and watch some more. Now go back and watch the video when I started building this. Next, completely different. Arrangement of pickup, everything is different. Finally got where I wanted with it. But I guess I can unbuckle my seatbelt now. Later, Red Roadie signing out.